4 reasons you're not successful with your fitness routine. Number 1, you're taking a shame and guilt based approach. So when it comes to fitness, a lot of times people will take this shame or guilt type approach to it where it's like, oh, I've gained X amount of weight, or I've eaten this amount of food, I need to go work out and burn it off because I feel bad about it. And I think that that doesn't help you. And the reason I say that it doesn't help you is because if you shame and guilt yourself into doing something for something you've done, all that's going to do is repeat a really negative pattern in your self-perception and how you view yourself. And that's not what fitness is for. Fitness is actually the opposite. Fitness is there to help you improve the quality of your life by aiding you in doing the things that you want to do and making them better and making sure that you can do it for as long as you can. So if you're taking fitness as an approach to burn off the calories that you ate, or to work off the things that you went and didn't do or ate, whatever it may be, you're going to have this shame and guilt-based revolving door of fitness, and that's not how it works. So quit shaming yourself and quit guilting yourself. Just do fitness because it feels good and it helps you improve the quality of your life. Number 2 is you're too rigid with it. I often tell people that you want to be more like a bamboo tree than an oak tree. Oftentimes people think that the oak tree is this strong, big old tree that can withstand everything because it's deep roots. When I heard that, I was like, that sounds dumb, because if you have a strong enough wind to come through, the tree's gonna break. So instead, be like the bamboo, where the bamboo bends with the wind and it's flexible. So when people get into fitness, they often think that they have to do it every day, that they are going to make sure that the rest of their life it'll never be interrupted and it'll be perfect, and every day they're going to get their fitness in. And they forget that sometimes life happens and you either get sick, your kids get sick, perhaps work gets busy, whatever it may be, life's going to hit you. So learn to adjust with it rather than fight against it. So don't be rigid with your approach. Allow flexibility, but also make sure that you're doing it in a way that allows you to be consistent, and consistent makes you assured that you're going to be able to do the same stuff every week instead of every day. And it may not always look perfect, and that's okay, because nothing's perfect except psychopaths. You're taking a no pain, no gain approach. So this was dumb and still is dumb and still very dumb. And I don't judge people for having this mentality, because this is something that people put into your head, that fitness is about no pain, no gain. But in reality, that doesn't help you. It actually makes you really sore and prevents you from enjoying it, and eventually could either lead to a higher risk of injury, burnout, or worst case scenario, you're not able to do the things that you want to do because you're too sore to do it. So stop chasing this idea that fitness should be about pain and suffering and I want to do soreness because it makes me feel like I did something. Cool, dude. That's like, saying I need to burn my tongue to make sure that my coffee's hot. You don't have to do that. So when you come to your fitness goals, you do want to work challengingly enough, but not to the point that you're too sore to come back the next day. So don't chase the idea of no pain, no gain, because the return on the benefit, it's not even there. So change that mentality. You're doing what you've always done, and this is where people find themselves in this repeated cycle. And here's a good example. People oftentimes do fitness for maybe 3 to 6 months consistently, and then they do it at a point where it's not sustainable for the rest of their lives, and so they get burnt out. And then they go through a slump of not working out for 2 to 3 months. They get sick of it, and then they start looking at inspiration through videos or through fit people being like, it's you versus you, and it's all about building up this hardcore dedication towards commitment and consistency, and I'm a hardcore guy or woman, and you just gotta work hard and you gotta really want it, and willpower, and there's a bunch of other dumb bullshit that's not gonna help you. And so rather than doing what you've always done, do something different. Hire a professional. That helps out a lot, is getting somebody else's professional input on how and what you can do differently so you don't repeat the same things that you've always done, helps you get outside of your mind and helps you take fitness on in a new way that maybe you haven't done before, or maybe they're giving you some new ideas into how you can approach it differently. In summary, here are the 4 things that you're doing that's kind of screwing up your fitness routine. Is you're taking a shame-based approach towards guilting yourself to fitness. That doesn't work. You're too rigid with your approach to fitness. That doesn't work. You keep this mentality of no pain, no gain. That doesn't work. Lastly, you're doing what you've always done, and guess what? That doesn't work because you've already seen the results and they don't yield what you want it to do. So instead, try to take a more holistic approach to not looking at fitness as a means to an end to reshape your body, but more so improve the quality of your life. Be more flexible with how you're taking your approach to fitness so that you can be more consistent instead of perfect. Getting rid of this no pain, no gain mentality and looking at finding a good enough approach where you find yourself feeling good about what you've done, but you have more to do for tomorrow because you didn't burn yourself out. And lastly, you're just doing something different instead of always doing what you've done. So if you found this helpful, awesome, let me know. If you have comments or questions, go ahead and post them down below, and I'll see you guys next time.